Welcome to school year 2018. I am thrilled to be back. I'm thrilled to start another school year, and I'm very excited to visit schools and see you doing what you do best, inspiring our kids for success. I know you're probably missing the bagels from our traditional convocation event, and some of you may even nostalgically drive over to the middle school to battle for a parking spot. But I want to thank each of you for personally being a part of this web broadcast. Every year, we've tried to come up with a new approach for back-to-school launches, and this broadcast is simply just another effort to keep it fresh, to make it inspiring, and to let you know what you need to know to start the school year right. As your superintendent, my most frequent request, beyond of course a well-placed February snow day, is we need more time for you name it. Today, by moving our convocation address to this, what I hope is a stimulating and inspiring web-based broadcast, I'm actually able to grant that request. So here's the trade-off. As you probably noted in our district professional development calendar, each of you received an additional 2 hours of prep time intended to be devoted for you to get your classrooms and lessons ready for our kids. I hope this time is valuable for you. I hope it's well spent. And I hope you have at least gotten the water out of your ears, sand out from between your toes, and are ready to hit the ground running. So, working on keeping this short, a few really important things from me to start your school year. First of all, our vision and our mission. In East Hartford, we've sailed behind the flagship vision of schools that are the pride of our community for the past 4 years. This year is no different. Thanks for being a team that realizes the power of education to change lives and communities and works hard to deliver a high-quality learning experience for every child, every day. Thanks for believing that expectations set the bar for success and that effort provides the pathway to achievement. Thanks for recognizing and prioritizing your personal competence, and even more importantly, for working like heck every day to change, evolve, and grow as a professional. Thanks for knowing that for every challenge, a solution is present, and sometimes we just have to keep looking. And thanks for the relationships that we share as a faculty based on honesty, care, respect, and accountability. Thanks for reaching out to our moms, dads, aunts, and uncles and seeking to understand before you seek to be understood. Thanks for loving our kids, and importantly, for letting them know you can see their future even when they can't. And finally, thanks for being a team that believes results matter, for being willing to fight hard so that our kids get the opportunities they deserve. It's an honor to be on your team. Looking forward in school year 2018, we have a deck of some really interesting and exciting goals and initiatives that could drive you to cardiac arrest if you don't take a deep breath right now. Are you ready? Number 1, math. Following the successful completion of our PK through 12 literacy program, our district turns our attention to mathematics instruction this year. At the elementary level, we re-energize our students with a recently purchased Envision 2.0 textbooks and instructional materials. As we consider our recent student achievement results around math, it is clear that this area of focus is well-timed and much needed. At the secondary level, our newly hired supervisor of secondary mathematics has been tasked with reviewing our current approach and providing us guidance towards success. I look forward to joining with you in this important process. Number 2, social emotional learning and restorative practices. Last year, we successfully piloted Second Step as our delivery program for social emotional learning, and we're thrilled by the positive feedback we received from teachers and students. This year, we will fully implement the program for the district K through 8 by January of 2018. We look forward to continuing this important work as we prioritize and value the importance of positive decision making. In addition, we're implementing a newly crafted student code of conduct paired with extensive restorative practices. While we know this is not easy work, we know this is the right work for our kids. And I appreciate your willingness and eager approach to continue on. Number 3, cultural competencies and looking at our work through a racially conscious lens. From a district level, we take the next step on last year's initiative around developing our cultural competencies and systemic efforts to dismantle any barriers that race may place in the learning journey for our kids. This year, we'll host a second cohort of study circles at the district level while establishing 3 school-based equity teams beginning in the second half of the school year. For each of these teams, schools will be asked to send 4 to 5 volunteers who are interested in being a part of this work. Please see your building principal if this is a passion for you, as I know the spots will fill quickly. And finally, number 4, our Power School transition. As you are well aware, the district has transitioned our student information system from eSchool to PowerSchool this year. This new system brings some very exciting tools and opportunities in how we use, communicate, and analyze student data. It will also bring understandable frustrations that any new system overhaul entails. Please be patient. Thanks in advance for the time it will take to acclimate and familiarize yourself with PowerSchool. We're excited about the capabilities of this new platform, and I look forward to seeing you put it to great use. As I close my comments for today, I just wanted to pause and leave you with a thought to encourage you as we start a fresh, new, uncharted school year. This year, I've been an educator for 16 years, and it's funny that no matter what role I'm in, the uncertainty of a new year always brings those butterflies of excitement, apprehension, and nerves. I hope this never changes. As I manage these nerves, I tell myself, don't worry, it's not my first rodeo. And I think hard about what will this year mean for me? I think hard about what can I mean for others? And what can I mean for our faculty, our community, and most importantly, our kids? In today's world, I think one of the major losses we experience, the deluge of negative noise that fills our media, is a loss of our sense of power, a loss of our sense of efficacy, a loss of our sense that what we do from 8 to 4 actually makes a difference. When we look around and we consider national affairs, state affairs, district affairs, even school affairs, sometimes solutions can seem out of our reach and out of our control and power. When this happens, the typical reaction is holding our hands up and sighing, what am I supposed to do about it? Well, today, I want to challenge this chain of thought. I want to definitively answer that question, and today, I want to confront a feeling of indifference with difference making. On Wednesday, 25 or so, we hope, brand new kids will be sitting, standing, or milling around in your room looking for you. Here's what you can do about it. Listen to them, like them, be kind to them, demand great things from them, forgive them, and love them. Those 25 kids are counting on you to be their change maker, to confront a cycle that often seems unbreakable, to refuse to accept so-so, to be unwilling to cut corners in your own preparation. They are counting on you in kindergarten. They're counting you in grade 3, in grade 5, in grade 7, and in grade 12. They're counting on us. So what can you do about it? As we sit and prepare for Wednesday, you can make a commitment right now to call parents in advance, to greet your students daily at the door, to be patient after patience is a worn-out wheel, to refuse to participate in a negative conversation about our kids, or to simply volunteer to school subcommittee with a mindset for solutions. What you can do about it is to pick one thing and to stick to one thing. You see, despite what we may feel or we may hear, the solutions to our greatest challenges are here in this room. When we all realize this, we become really special and change happens. What makes us unique here in East Hartford is the power of a group of people who aren't sitting around waiting for others to do something about it, but rather are willing to step up, to step out, and to move forward the power of our daily actions and choices. The power of our school system is the power of a group of individuals who remember their purpose and, importantly, find joy in helping others. Thanks in advance for being this team who's committed to doing something about it. Thanks for being a difference maker this year. I'm glad I'm on your team, and I can't wait to go to work with you. And now I'm thrilled to be joined by really what I think is the highlight of our back to school event, and that's our District Teacher of the Year. This year it gives me great pleasure to have someone who truly represents the value of East Hartford Public Schools, caring, kid first, committed, do whatever it takes, and always a positive attitude, Mr. Matthew Martucci. Matt's been here in the district right from the start, and right from the start has made a clear impression upon our colleagues, upon you as a faculty, that Matt is truly someone who represents our district, and I'm so proud to have him represent us in this role. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cornell. My pleasure.
Can you give us a sense, for those who don't work at East Hartford High School, can you give us a sense of, tell us a little bit about you, your background, where you came from, and what brings you here today?
Sure, my pleasure. I grew up in West Hartford, Connecticut. I was born and raised there. My parents are born and raised there. My grandparents are born and raised there, so our family's been in West Hartford forever, pretty much. And I went to the West Hartford Public Schools, grades K through 12. Had a fantastic experience there, great education. Had a number of fantastic teachers who were role models for me, and who really instilled in me a lot of the things that I try to bring to my own job. And I think when I was at a younger age, they helped me, even though I might not have known it at the time, develop the thought of maybe becoming a teacher myself one day. After I graduated from Concord High, I went to Ithaca College for 1 year. And it was a fantastic experience. I loved going up there, met some great people. My original goal was to become a sports broadcaster. I was a sport media major there, and I thought that would be a great job. I was always interested in sports, and I thought being on the TV would be pretty cool too. Once I realized how difficult that job was going to be and how competitive that market was, I decided it really wasn't going to be for me, so I changed my mind and I decided to pursue education instead. And so once I made that decision, I transferred back home to CCSU and majored in physical education and health fitness studies at Central. Had a great experience there, met a lot of tremendous people, and at the end of my time at Central, it was time for student teaching. And by luck of the draw, I got placed at East Hartford High School, believe it or not, which was obviously a fantastic opportunity for me. So when I got there, the goal was to do the best job I could, spend 8 weeks student teaching at East Hartford High, and graduate from Central and go get a job. Well, fortunately, very fortunately, everything really worked out in my favor and I never really left. So I came to student teach, became a long-term sub pretty much right away, got hired the following summer and never left. So maybe it was meant to be from the start. And then I just finished my master's degree at the University of St. Joseph in curriculum and instruction this past summer. So it also feels good to get that next level of education as well.
You know, maybe you're not the voice on ESPN that I hear certainly every morning, but you certainly are the voice of the Hornets.
Voice of the Hornets, I'll take that. Yes, that's always fun to do.
So, you know, here we are, fresh new school year, and all of us are sitting here thinking about this school year, and of course, many of us are thinking about our classrooms and lesson plans in the immediate now. But what's something you're excited about for this school year?
I think the thing I'm most excited about is to get started and to see everybody again. That's always my favorite part, and you know, a lot of times it takes us a little while to get acclimated again to the new school year and to meet the new people and to meet the new students, but it's really fun to have that fresh start and that energetic, enthusiastic beginning to the new school year, to get things going and to start on our path of another year of what hopefully will be great success. And I always look forward to that start because it really instills in me the energy, the passion, the exuberance for why I do this job and for why so many of my great colleagues do this job. And beyond getting going, once the year starts rolling, I really am excited to be able to come back to East Hartford High and use everything I've learned in this past year through this process to get this tremendous honor, to push myself to be a little bit better and to try and continue to meet the high expectations I have for myself, that my building has for me, that my colleagues have for me, and to try and continue to make a positive impact. And if I can do that, then I'll consider this year another great success.
I'm sure it will be a success. So I want to throw a few words at you, and I'd love to see how you just kind of stream of consciousness. Here's what I'm thinking when I hear that.
Gotcha, okay.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. I would think of leadership. I would think of people who motivate you to want to be better. I think of my grandfather. He was an inspirational person in my life. He was the best teacher I ever had. And he instilled in me a lot of core values that help guide me to be the man that I became. And so to be inspired by somebody means that they're very special and that they make a difference for you.
Opportunity.
Like I said before, talking about student teaching in East Hartford, I got a great opportunity to student teach. I got a great opportunity to stay as a long-term sub. I got an even better opportunity to get hired there. And 7 years later, I'm still thankful for that opportunity.
Kids.
Passion, excitement, enthusiasm, the reason I do this job, the reason we all do this job, to try and make a difference in their lives, to be a positive role model, to be supportive of them, and to help them realize their opportunities.
Teachers.
Teachers are great people. Teachers are people who really, to put it all together, hopefully inspire students and provide them opportunities and put kids first, like the message you always give. And I think that it's a great compliment to be labeled a teacher.
So I'd love to close, obviously our faculty, we have over 1,300 folks today watching this broadcast, and I'm sure they got awful tired of watching me, so I'm so glad they're gonna watch you a little bit here. If you had an opportunity to speak to them, and you had an opportunity to talk to them about a moment here with us, and something you'd love to share, what's something you'd love to share?
I think my message would be pretty simple and straightforward. It would be one of appreciation and one of loyalty. And what I mean by that is appreciation for the jobs that we have, appreciation for the great people we work with and get to interact with on a daily basis. And most of all, appreciation for the students that we serve and that who we truly care about. Appreciating one another and the opportunity to make a positive impact is, in my opinion, the most important part of this job, the most significant aspect that we can really tune into and be proud about. In addition to that, the loyalty aspect, being loyal to those colleagues we see every day, being loyal to those students, being loyal to the profession itself, and trusting that we can continue to work together and make things better for our schools and for our students. No, not every day is going to be great. Not everything always goes according to plan, of course, but if we can adjust and we can try and maximize the opportunities that we have to make a positive impact and do little things that might go a long way down the road, I think that's a really positive thing to try and remember. I try to take a positive approach to things. I try to be happy and honest about stuff, and it seems to have worked. So I'm going to continue to try and do that and hopefully spread that to my peers. And I just want to note that the reason I am so positive and the reason I am so excited is because of the people who helped get me here. It's certainly not an individual effort, it's a team effort. I mean, we all need each other if you really think about it. And what I mean by that is, you can't have a school without its staff, without its entire staff. And that includes every single person that works in the building. And of course, you can't have a school without the students. So we need them, they need us, and the message would be, let's do it together.
No question, Matt. Thank you very much. Thank you for these words. You're leaving me inspired, and I think definitely those two words give us a lot to think about as we head into the school year.
Thank you very much.